So I do accept that probably the mistake I made was to give an interview to say we're considering our options. But to say that I tried to get the fight to go ahead is not true once the board's decision made. Because if I did, I would have gone for an injunction or I would have used another commission. And we did neither. And ultimately I sat down after that workout with Wasserman and we sort of said, we got, you know, this is right, we've got to do this. We didn't try for an injunction, we didn't try to use another commission. So we never tried to get the fight to go ahead. We let the board make their decision. Now again, I wish they would have made it sooner, because it would have saved me 500 or 600 grand. But also it would have saved me people criticising me for saying, you wanted the fight to go ahead. We're not the regulatory body. The board will decide whether the fight goes ahead. Now we.
What's good? What's good? Stormybman, and I am back with part 2 of Loon, Coon, and Buffoonery, part 9 in the series of Loon, Coon, and Buffoonery editorials, Deception and Denial, part 2. Just to hear Ed Hearn speak on these matters of grave seriousness, with Conor Benn testing positive on 2 different occasions going into his October scheduled bout against Chris Eubank Jr. Just hearing him try to explain away he not trying to see that the fight go through, he's lying. And the thing about it is, it's the embarrassment about being caught. It's the embarrassment of people being able to track and retread over what's been said, the actions that were taken, and he's doing damage control now. Conor Benn has been embarrassed by this event, but it is on Conor Benn because he is the one that tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. And if you look at where he is today as opposed to where he was 2 years ago, you can see that the young man has been taking enhancements. You can see by the work that he has put in the gym. Deadlifting, his body has changed. This has nothing to do with contamination. It has everything to do with what he's been putting in his body to create the enhancements that he has received the benefits of. Now we have to call into question whether or not those scintillating knockouts that he's had as of recent memory were on his ability alone, or were there other nefarious means that assisted in his success? I believe the latter. Now, full disclosure would be to say that, you know what, I did take something, and I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed, and I've brought shame upon myself, my family, and the sport of boxing. But as I have said many times over, that type of accountability does not take place today. There are so many fighters out there that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing in the sport, and it's easy to be dismissive by saying everybody's doing it, as Tyson Fury has been known to say in the past. That doesn't excuse you. I'm from the era when your parents would say to you, if all of your friends go and jump off of a cliff, are you gonna jump off of a cliff too? Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Worry about what you do, because in the day of judgment, only you can answer for you. Your friends can't answer for you, nor can you answer for them. So, such is the case in the sport of boxing, where accountability is thrown down, and deception and denial are pushed to the forefront. We have seen this so much as of recent memory. Boxing is in a bad place when the top performers in the sport, the top contenders and champions alike, are being found with banned substances in their bodies. This is a sport that relies upon you and your physical prowess to inflict harm on your opponent. So if you are taking enhancements, you are increasing your chances of ending someone in the ring. No one wants this, but if everybody's doing it, Tyson Fury, then everybody should suffer behind the consequences. How about when fighters are pulling out of fights with a couple of weeks to go before the fight dates, and then having bouts being rescheduled? Something that is happening in the UK a great number of times over and again, which leads to the thought about fighters cycling on and off of banned substances so they don't pop dirty, or they have a certain window of time just to get it out of their system so they can just get beyond it showing up in an exam, and they still reap the benefits when the fight comes around. This has got to stop. This is Stormybman. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about the deception and denial about banned substances in the sport of boxing. That's all I have for you at this time. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.